Okay. In recording. Okay. Where am I sharing my screen? It's just got this screen on.
Okay, just click that bottom button at the bottom and it should bring up an option for sharing your screen.
Okay. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah, I could see the Zoom meeting. So you just want to open up your Client Creator panel.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right. Now I'm back to there. Okay. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're going to get started in just a couple of minutes. These calls are going to go for under 30 minutes. We like to keep them fairly short and go through like one idea at a time. We're going to have them every week for as far as the eye can see. We want to make sure everybody gets trained up. So today we're going to go over the most important things that you're looking for, and that's how to use this system for generating leads, follow up, and follow through. We're recording all of these calls, all of these webinars, so they'll be posted inside Client Creator. Is that right, Brandon? We're going to post them in the Client Creator system.
Correct. Yeah. Well, there'll be the video library once they're done and processed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
okay. Everybody's
Call.
everybody's on.
Well,
What do you
let's give a few minutes because it's still not
Well,
10
all right.
o'clock yet.
I'm
How
on
do we-
mute.
How can we mute everybody or have them mute themselves?
Yeah. Let me see if we can mute everybody.
Hold on.
We've got a lot of people today. Brandon, did we do it?
Yeah. I don't know if there's an option, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it.
All right, well, everyone can mute themselves because there's so many people. That's what we're going to need to do. Okay, you guys, welcome to today's call. For those of you that were on the phone with me just a few minutes ago, I told you about the calls. They're going to be about 20 to 30 minutes long. We keep them short for a reason. We found that people just won't watch videos for much longer than that, no matter how interesting they are. So we go through one idea or one section at a time. We're going to be doing these every Thursday at the same time, 11 a.m. Pacific time, from now for a long time. We want to make sure you're all up to date. This is a system you will never outgrow, I can assure you. So if I'd like to have everybody log in to your Client Creator system. Now, if you get stuck or you get lost, not to worry. We're recording these webinars and I'm sorry. And be sure to mute yourself, please. We're recording them and they will be distributed and added into your Client Creator system under the video category. Okay, so log into your Client Creator system and let's go ahead and get started. I'll give you all a couple minutes to do that. Boy, we've got a beautiful day here. I got to tell you, it's 83. It couldn't be any better. Sorry, Brandon.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so once you've logged into Client Creator, and again, I'm going to kind of go slow without going too slow for those of you that already know your way around. But once you've logged in, you're going to see our main menu. It says Realtor Setup, Client Manager, Website Manager, Email and Text Manager, Calendar, Monday Morning Coffee. There's the video library, IDX, Training and Coaching, and then FAQ, our frequently asked questions. So what I want you to do is click on Client Manager, select Client Manager. When you do that, this is where your leads that we generated for you will come up, or the ones that you've generated yourself. If you've given us a budget to spend with Google AdWords, and please be sure to mute yourself. If you've given us a budget with Google for Google AdWords, you will have leads here. Now, we generate 3 types of leads. Number one, if it says, notice in my first lead, it says new lead. Okay, new lead. What a new lead is where they've gone to your lead capture website, let's say to get a CMA, but they didn't finish the process. So what we captured was their address. It's still a great lead, you guys, but you'll have to snail mail to them. So new leads is one of the leads we generate. The next kind of lead that we generate is one that's a verified lead, a verified lead. So under this that we have set up, you notice it says Brandon Christie. I'm going to click on this pencil, okay? And it gives me the details of that particular lead that we generated. All right. Now I can, if you see the first section, I can go in here and check their home value just by clicking there, and it'll pull up the CMA that they got. So you can take a look at it if you'd like. Under tasks, I don't have any assigned, but it shows you the email campaign that they're on. It says this campaign will end on 3/2/22. And it says this member is assigned to the Monday morning coffee. They're automatically assigned, so you don't have to worry about it. But let's go through some of the other things that you can do from here. Okay, everybody needs to mute themselves, please. Okay, I'm sorry, I just haven't been able to do it from here. Let's see if we can help me. Okay. Excuse me, guys, I'm looking for a way to mute everybody. I can't find it, Brandon. Can you?
Yeah, I don't know that it's an option.
Oh, okay. So everybody just needs to please mute yourself. We have like 180 people on here. So, okay, let's go across the top menu. Okay, this is the client info. Click on client edit. There you can edit the information on that client. It's pretty comprehensive. Scroll down, you can see that, and then click on update client. Okay, now go over to notes. Any notes that you want to add, just click on add a note. You can put it in here and then add the note. Pretty self-explanatory. Tasks, if you want to do the same with a task, click on task, add a task to it. And just like that, put a start time and end time. It'll show up on your calendar and here under task. Messages. It's going to show you all of the messages that have been going out to your prospect from you. These are the email campaigns. Because when they go, remember, when they go to one of your lead capture websites, let's say to get a CMA, it's going to automatically put their data in here for you and start them on an email campaign that's already pre-written, that we have already pre-assigned to that lead capture website of yours. So here under the messages, it's going to show you all of the messages that are going out, the ones that went out, and you can edit these messages if you choose to. And Brand.
Brand, we can't hear you.
Huh.
I've lost the
Okay.
sound.
Rand,
Can you-
Back now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Brandon, you're probably not able to unmute, are you?
I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Okay. All right. So did you hear what I said, Brandon? This has all the messages that have gone out, including the ones that have not gone out yet, correct?
Yeah, that's going to be the full schedule of messages that will go out for
All
that
right.
particular client.
Correct. So there you have all the messages that are going to go out. People ask me all the time, well, how do I know what's going out to them? Right here. This is the campaign that they're under. Address grabber free instant home valuation. Tells you the end date, tells you the date that either it went out or that it's going to be going out. Okay, what do we have for the date today? Our next one's going to go out. What is the date today? The 10th, right? Okay, so the next one's going to go out on 2/13. Now I can edit that message. You can, if you choose to, by clicking on edit the message. Okay. Now it gives you a little warning. By changing this email message, you'll be changing the original email campaign messages for address grabber, free instant home valuation. But you can edit that. Let's say you wanted to have this go out on day 14. You can change that to a 14 or 14. If you want to change the subject line or in the email body, you can modify anything and everything about these. Change the signature. All of that can be done right here. So let me go back. I don't want to change anything. Under Coffee, that's Monday Morning Coffee, shows you that they are subscribed to Monday Morning Coffee. Okay. So I'm just going to hit the back button here. And if I want to send a message to this client, I click on send message and I put who it's to right there, subject, and then in the body, and then just click on send email. I can select one of my signatures. We're going to go over signatures in an upcoming webinar. So just sit tight. I'm just showing you the things about how to best effectively deal with your leads. So let's go back to the main menu and click on the client list again. And here are the leads that I have generated. Now, so there's two types that we've gone over. New lead, where we just captured the address. Then the other was one that's verified, a verified lead. Then we have one other type that is, and are you still there, Brandon?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, where is the lead for Facebook? Do you see that in here?
Yep, right in the middle.
Right in the middle, there it is. Okay, so if you guys see this, it says Facebook Connect. That's one of your lead capture websites. If they come from Facebook Connect, that lead, you click on the pencil, you can always go and look at their information. It's going to have their name and email address and their address. So it's got all of those things. You can see they're in the email campaign already, but this is where they have gone to get a free home valuation on one of your lead capture websites. When they went there, if they were logged in to their Facebook page, it would just, they click on continue after it fills in their address. They click on continue, or they can log in Facebook. And once they do that, Facebook sends you all of their data, their name, their correct email address, and it's dropped in to right here into their client information. Okay. So we set up these test ones. So you'll get all of their information that will be correct when they come from one of those three lead sources. So all of the leads that we have for you, all are one of those three types of leads. Now, what if you just have the address? And most of the time, you don't get a phone number. Facebook doesn't send us a phone number. And some of the verifieds will get a phone number. So here's what you do. Up in the top left corner, and you might want to do this with me right now on your own. It says options, 3 white lines. You all see that? Click on that. A side menu comes up. I want you to scroll down to where it says phone lookup. When you do that, it says you don't have any phone number lookup credits available. So click here, add credits, click here, and we give you the first 25 phone lookups free. So activate, click on activate right there. And what happened to me, Brandon? Is it
Yeah,
activated?
activate them, go into options again, and then go to phone lookup, probably activate it on there.
Okay, so I'm going back into the phone lookups. And it says I have 25 phone number lookup credits available to me now. Okay, I don't know why it logged out, but probably because there's so many people in here. but you'll have 25 credits. First 25 are on us. Now, here's what you do. In this list is everyone in your database that you don't have a phone number for. You can go through here and either select all, okay, or click on the little radio button and say, if it just has an address, it will find the phone number. So I'm just going to do a couple of these. You can click on whichever ones you want to get a phone number for. We're hooked up to the biggest database, largest database of cell phones and landlines in the United States. Apologize for my voice today. I've been out riding. I got a lot of dust in there, so I'm working on it. Okay, so once I've done that, I say process selected. All right, then I get a message at the top. Your phone number lookup batch was submitted successfully. You will receive a notification once the batch has been completed. When you get a notification, there'll be a link to go back to your Client Creator system, log in, and you go to this menu and look up the phone lookup results. It says still in process. Takes about 15 to 30 minutes for it to run a batch. It runs a batch every so often. But any phone number that's associated with that address, it will find for you, so that then you have a phone number with that lead. Pretty cool, isn't it? So all of that you do right from right here, which is your client manager. All right. So we should get it. It's get your phone number about 70% of the time or so. So not to worry if you don't get a phone number. I don't even ask for the phone number myself. I just have it. I just have it look them up on my own, because they're not going to give you the phone number, and they really don't want a call from you either. So this is the client manager. It's pretty easy to do. Anytime you get lost, you just click on the pencil and it'll pull that client up. But at the bird's eye view right here, you can see that you have a new lead. You have the name of the other types of leads. And if you look down here, it says verified. That's someone who went to one of your lead capture websites and wanted information, and it sent them an email for them to verify their email address. So verified is our most perfect kind of lead for you, because they're people that have verified their information for you. The others are all good bona fide leads. The one from Facebook is also accurate information. The only one you don't have is where there's just an address, and maybe we're going to get the phone number for it. We won't know yet for just a little bit, but still snail mail them. Now, here's the most important thing that I'm going to tell you. Every seller lead that is generated for you, once you get the notification, go in and make sure that you deliver or send out to them via email your pre-listing package. You need to do that within 24 hours. This is the key. Within 24 hours of every seller lead that you generate, you need to deliver your pre-listing package to their doorstep if possible, or to email it to them. It's the thing that has shelf life. It separates you from everyone else. And it's the one thing that will bring them back to you at the time they're going to sell. Now, here's the not so good news. On average, sellers, after you generate a seller lead online, and this is true of all companies, they don't convert for 8 to 12 months. I can't tell you why that is, just that that's an accurate statistic. That's accurate for us, as well as all of the other places online. So I know our needs are immediate and instant, but we have to be patient. As long as they're on an email campaign, okay? One of your maintenance campaigns or the first email campaign that they started with when you captured the lead. Now, once that lead, their email campaign is expired, you're going to get a notification that says this person has expired on this email campaign. There'll be a link to bring you back over to your Client Creator. You log in and you simply assign them to another email campaign. And you can do that up under email and text, or you can do it back under the client manager, I believe. And Brandon, I know that this is something new that we got here. This person doesn't have an email campaign they're assigned to. This one does. Hey, Brandon, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Walk me through it. Can I change this email campaign from right here?
You have to do it under messages.
Under messages, right? Under messages. And I can,
Click on the edit to the right of the email campaign.
Right.
and
right here.
Yep.
The edit. And here are all the pre-written email campaigns for you to choose from. So there you can change them that way, or do it up through the other system of the emails. Okay, this is the simplest way, is to go in and just add them to the next email campaign. There's maintenance campaigns in there that sends them an email every 7 to 10 days over a period of 6 months, a year, so that you're staying in touch. Here's the thing you need to know. The average agent only follows up once or twice with a lead. That's not enough. As long as they're not opting out of your email campaigns, you're following up on them, even though they don't want to talk to you and they won't answer your emails. If you send them an email, well, I don't even know if these people are there. As long as they're getting your email messages, they're still a bona fide lead. And remember, 8 to 12 months is the time it takes to convert that lead into a face-to-face appointment. The thing that allows you to convert them is your pre-listing package. They hang on to it, it has shelf life, and they are going to invite you to the listing presentation table once they decide to make a move. Now, to prove this to yourself, take any of your leads that we generate for you and any of the seller leads and go look them up in your MLS and see, do it a month from now or 2 months and see if they've listed yet. You'll find that they haven't. They haven't listed. Again, it takes on average 8 to 12 months for the majority of those leads to convert. Now, there's some exceptions to that, you guys. There'll be some that may be right now leads. We get a few of those, but most of ours are coming due just about every 8 to 9 months in our system. And they contact me. Why? Because those email messages, I've written them, pre-written them all, and they have programmed into them to be short, relevant, to the point, educational, and conversational. And because of that, people like to get them. I'm educating them to the selling process or the buying process. And that's the only kind of emails that they will allow to continue to come to them, because that's a subject of interest. So remember, as long as your emails, they haven't opted out of, and very few people do opt out. As long as they haven't opted out of them, you're still following up and following them through. And here's the thing you need to remember. You're the only agent that's following up and following through with them. Very few agents, more than 1 or 2 follow-ups, and then they think, oh, well, they've probably done something by now. Not true, especially of sellers. Now, for buyer leads, they're more immediate. But for buyer leads, here's what you need to know. Buyers want information about a home that they're not knowledgeable about. Something that they haven't heard about from another agent, because most buyers, don't they? They know everything that's on the market right now. So they want something new from you. Here's the information that you find for them. Go log in online and do a Google search for FSBO.com, okay, or forsalebyowner.com. When you pull it up, select the areas that you work in, and you'll find some for sale by owners in there. That information will allow you to tell them about a home that's for sale. Now, make sure you get an agreement with the seller that if you bring a buyer to them, that they'll pay a 3% commission. I've never had any seller say, no, I won't. They want to sell. They don't mind paying 3%. Now you talk to the buyer, you have something valuable to tell them about, something they haven't heard from anybody else but you. That's the way you're able to hook the buyers up. by having information that they really want, but no one else has told them about. So it takes a little bit of work, but no more than you're already doing right now. And remember, your buyer leads also are being followed up with by you with one of our pre-written email campaigns that's been pre-associated with your lead capture website for that buyer. Okay, if you got confused or lost anywhere, not to worry. This webinar will be posted in your client creator within the next, I'm guessing, hour or so. Brandon, is that about right?
It depends, but probably about an hour or so, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, it just depends on how fast we can get turned around from Zoom, but I'm assuming they're very fast. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope it was valuable to you. I know it's the most important thing that you're all looking for is leads, how to follow up with them, how to get them converted. And you just saw that. It's very easy with this system. Even if you went in here and didn't do anything but deliver their pre-listing package, everything else is being done for you automatically. So remember that. Those campaigns are going out. That newsletter, the Monday Morning Coffee, it's going out to them. You're developing rapport. You're building a relationship. The other thing that's happening with those emails, the reason they're so important is each email that goes out sets an anchor in the brain of that consumer, sets an anchor. Every subsequent email that goes out drives that anchor in deeper and deeper and deeper until eventually you have top of the mind awareness. Remember, it takes 10 to 12 exposures of the same message to the same people before they even start to become aware that you exist. And that's all done for you through this email system, or we have text campaigns in there for you as well. Be careful, I caution you on the text campaigns. Make sure you don't send out too many of them and you respect their privacy. People that get text messages don't want to be barraged by realtors, acting like they're their best friend. So one text in the beginning and then a follow-up would be fine. Okay, I'll see you guys next week at the same time. We'll send out via email the information that you need to join that webinar. Thank you so much. Have a great day.